Welcome back, everyone. We're live again. We're on Facebook. Hi to everybody out there. We're going to be sharing the show in just a little bit. This is going to be very interesting. I'm really excited about bringing on my next guest. She's a newbie also. I have with me Nurit and Rubenstein. She is the CEO and co-founder of Dovely. Welcome to the show. You have to tell everybody a little bit about yourselves and what you do and how you got started.
Thanks, Carol. Thanks for having us. So Dovely is a fully automated credit repair software solution. It's the first of its kind. We use technology and innovation we brought technology and innovation to a process that has traditionally been extremely antiquated and ineffective. You come to our site and we do a soft pull on your credit, which essentially means we don't ding your credit. The algorithm will pull up items that are negative and essentially hurting your credit. You determine which items you want to dispute, and then we automatically dispute everything with the credit bureaus electronically. So there's no human intervention, and it's extremely effective. And because it's a software and we don't have a ton of people in a call center trying to sell you something, we are able to pass those savings on to the consumer. So it's about a third of the cost of what you traditionally would pay for a service like this.
Well, before you came on, you said that they just point and click.
Right.
And that Dovely does the rest. What does that mean?
Correct. So you come on, we ask you a few very simple questions, pull your credit, a soft pull, and then you point and click the items you want to dispute, and then our algorithm determines which items to dispute, which ones to pair together, what frequency to dispute them at. It's all done in a very customized way to optimize the results and get the consumer the best results that we can possibly get.
Now, your website, it's Dovely, DOVLY.com, and before you came on, I asked you why you called it Dovely, so you have to tell them why.
Well, Dovely is, it's a dove, and a dove is just the meaning of a new beginning, right? So 40 million Americans suffer from errors and issues on their credit. And it's extremely debilitating if you don't have good credit because you can't do much of anything. I mean, you're talking about buying a car, getting a credit card, right? And so the system is built in a way where if you don't have good credit, you're in trouble. And so our goal is to help people get out of that rut and that cycle and really help you. And even if you're not in that rut and that cycle and you're just paying, exorbitant fees and interest rates and you want to get a better interest rate, then our goal is to kind of take you up that credit ladder and give you financial freedom. So
well, a lot of people that have credit issues, okay, first of all, they don't even want to deal with it, right? So they put it aside, they don't even think about it. They also think that pulling their credit is going to cause them bad credit anyway.
Right.
That's going to just add to it. What makes you different?
Well, so Titus, my co-founder, and I met when we were, I was hired to be the CEO of a traditional credit repair company. And I think a lot of people have a misconception, rightfully so, because the current credit repair companies out there are really bad actors. It's much more about an aggressive sale, getting a customer into a cycle and a monthly payment plan that they don't necessarily need, and the repair actually comes as an afterthought. And we're all about the consumer and really trying to solve a problem in the marketplace that in a way that is extremely consumer friendly. So everything we do puts the consumer first. And so it's all about bringing innovation and technology to an extremely antiquated process and delivering it in a way that is extremely user-friendly.
I was just going to ask you, how easy is it?
It's very easy. You're not going to find an easier, cheaper, more effective solution. I will put my, I guarantee it.
Now, and is it safe? That's another thing.
It's extremely safe.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you come to our site, you would enter in, we take extra measures to ensure your safety, so we even pay extra. So you don't put in your full Social Security, you only put in your last four. We ask you a series of questions that only you can know, so we don't pull up credit without, there's no way you could pull somebody else's credit, and it's a soft pull, it doesn't ding your credit, and then not to mention all of the precautionary measures we take from a technology perspective to make sure that your data is safe and secure, and So we're extremely focused on safety and
Now,
compliance.
this is the first of its kind, you said.
Correct.
So that no one else has anything like this. You want to check it out. It's Dovly, DOVLY.com, and obviously nationwide. Anybody is hearing this, that you can just go
Except
up
for
there.
Atlanta.
Okay, and so, but basically, it is nationwide, and anyone can go up there, and the first thing that they're gonna do, they're gonna open it up, they're gonna put in the information, you ask the questions, and then they choose what they want to work on. Is that how it works?
Yeah, well, the system will guide you, right? So they'll come in, it'll pull up their dashboard, either one bureau or three bureau credit reports from all three credit bureaus, depending on what they select. And then the derogatories or the negative trade lines that are essentially hurting their credit will be highlighted in red. It's very easy to select. They will select and then submit them for dispute, and then our algorithm determines which items to pair, which items to dispute, when to dispute them, which items to pair together, what frequency and cadence to dispute them at. So it's all very sophisticated. And then we use machine learning to continue to optimize the algorithm. So it's essentially getting smarter and smarter every day.
So it's Dovly, DOVLY.com. They want you to go up. It's the first of the kind, and they're getting it out right here on Networking Arizona. This is, again, something that I say all the time on my show. Again, this is the information that I talk about. And yes, there are people out there, you can have money or not have money and still have issues with your credit, and you might even have a good credit score and still have a ding on there that you don't want, and you wouldn't want it on there. But also, it might be someone that you know. We all know somebody
Right.
in a situation, and that's, again, when you hear this is what networking is all about. It is about telling somebody about it. Again, this is first of its kind. It's Dovly, DOVLY.com.
So 2/3 of the U.S. population have errors or issues on their credit. So the biggest one is medical collections. 20% of the U.S. population have an error on medical collections. So you get in an accident, you have insurance, you get an exorbitant hospital bill, you don't pay it because you have insurance, while the insurance company is fighting with the vendors, that gets put on your credit. The item will since get resolved, but that item stays on your credit, and it's probably bringing your credit down by 100 points. 100 points in your credit can be hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your lifetime. So it's extremely important to maintain good credit.
And it's I want to say anonymous, so when they come, no one will know who they are
No.
when they're doing it, because that's, again, some of the people, again, that's that safety thing
Right.
about that. Again, it's Dovly, DOVLY.com. All right, so how do they fix the problems? How do you fix the problem? How do you get them off?
So a lot of people don't understand how nuanced consumer credit is. Each trade line, so trade line could be, you have a Chase credit card, right? That's a trade line. Each trade line has about 30 different parameters that either make that trade line accurate or inaccurate. The key is understanding which of those 30 items might be inaccurate that you can then dispute, because the credit bureaus have a legal obligation to take your disputes seriously.
Who does the disputing? Because not everybody wants to do the talking.
No,
How does
so
that
Dovely
work?
does it on the consumer's behalf. So we use the knowledge and the algorithm to look at the 30 different factors within each trade line to determine which one of those items could be inaccurate. We then dispute those with the credit bureau, and we're able to get them off of your credit. We got a Facebook post today from a customer who signed up with us less than a month ago and said they were blown away. They've tried 3 different credit repair companies. They had very little hope that this was going to happen, that anything was going to work, but because we were so cheap, they gave it a try, and they couldn't believe it. It came off their report within a month.
So again, that is Dovly, DOVLY.com. Check it out. It's the first of its kind. You said the biggest thing is obviously medical, correct?
That's the biggest one, but there are a ton of errors that could appear on your report, right? If you have a very common name, so, if you're Jennifer Smith, then chances are your credit is being mixed in with a different Jennifer Smith, right? So that's a huge case of mistaken identity. Identity fraud, 1 in 5 people in the U.S. get hit with identity fraud every day. And so those items are really hurting your credit as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're managing your money poorly. It could also be a complete hiccup or mistake, right? I went to inquire about a new cell phone service. they went and opened an account. I had no idea they actually opened an account. Luckily, I went in 2 days before my bill was due to enroll, and they said, well, what do you mean enroll? We already enrolled you. Your bill is due in 2 days. Had I not gone in, that would have done I would have had a 100-point ding on my credit from that.
Well, everybody knows how important credit is, and we all know if it's not you, it's someone that you know that also is dealing with it. And it's so prevalent, especially right now. But a lot of people hear about these credit repair places, and you're totally different than them, and I want you to make that clear. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. Again, it's Devly. It is the first of its kind. They didn't work nationwide for anybody, and you want to check this out. Maybe you have a ding on there. It could be 100 points. Check it out. It's Devly, D-O-V-L-Y. Hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute. So welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Narit Rubenstein, and she is the CEO, co-founder of Devly, and there are people out there that have terrible credit. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Some people don't even know that they have bad credit. Some people don't even want to think about even their credit, right?
Right.
So at the break we were talking, and one of the things that you wanted to do for everybody, and we didn't mention it in the first half, but you wanted to do a free credit repair for 6 months worth of free credit repair. 5 people are going to win this, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the lines to the audience for people to be able to call in. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. So 5 people are going to get 6 months worth of free credit repair. So again, our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. Tell them again what it is for anyone that's just tuning in.
It's a completely automated, scientific credit repair solution. Everything is done in the comfort of your own home. You don't need to talk to any call center agents. You can do this in the middle of the night and first thing in the morning, whenever you want. It's extremely safe. It's extremely user-friendly, and it's extremely effective. 92% of our customers see an increase in score within 4 months of being on our service.
It's the first of its kind. You got to check it out. It's Devly, DOVLY.com. And call in here. 5 people are going to get 6 months worth of free credit repair. 602-277-5369. What's wrong with the current approach to credit repair?
So the current approach, it's very interesting that you can't enroll in credit repair online today. You have to talk to an agent, okay? These agents have been trained at best for 1 to 2 weeks on credit. My co-founder has been in the consumer credit space for 20 years. It is extremely nuanced. There's no way that somebody off the street coming in for a job for the first time can get educated enough on credit to advise anybody on credit. So they're not credit experts, they're sales experts. So they're all about selling people into something they don't need. And the repair is an afterthought. It's not effective. It's expensive and ineffective.
As a matter of fact, I think you have to be very careful sometimes because you can say something that could start the process over, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right?
Yeah, you never want to give your Social Security number to anybody over the phone. It's just not good practice. So in general,
except if you want to call me. Go. Now we've got our lines open here for people to call in and get 6 months worth of credit repair from them for free. Again, that number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. And we've got 5 people are going to get entered in to win that. Devly, DOVLY.com. Check it out. It's brand new. Okay, where are we going with that?
So one of the things that a lot of people don't know is that there's about 50 different variations of score, right? So a lot of people don't understand, well, why is my score, a 600 on this site, a 540 on this site, or why is my Equifax score this? And there's 2 main companies that control the scoring, Vantage and FICO. And each one looks at things a little bit differently and provides a different weight to each item on your credit. So payment history, the age and type of credit that you have, the percentage of credit limit used, the available credit, all of those items are essentially going into factor what your score is. So there's not one size fits all.
No, there's not, and there are different things, and it's different for everybody, correct? Now, we've got, the website is Dovly, DOVLY.com. This is very new, it's the first of its kind. It's safe, you said it's very
Yep.
safe, and I also asked you this before when we were at the break, because some people do like to talk to people,
Right.
right? And you said that they can if they want. How do they do that?
Correct. Well, first of all, you can go on our website. There's a chat button, and one of our agents will be able to assist you. We have people available almost 24 hours a day. And then we do have a phone number for people that are interested in calling. So if you feel like you need additional a little bit more support, you're welcome to call in.
Now again, that's Dovly, DOVLY.com. It's nationwide because it is it's a what do you call
Software.
it? Software.
It's a software.
So that's how you're doing it, and it is private. Right?
Very private.
Private, and so no one else is going to know. And it's important for everybody to check your credit. This is something that you should. It's not going to hurt you. You said it's a soft pull, which means that it doesn't
Correct.
Doesn't hurt the credit.
Right.
Right.
It's a soft pull. We'll pull your credit. We pull up your negative items. We dispute them with the credit. You select which items to dispute. We dispute them with the credit bureaus, and then we monitor your credit on a daily basis and notify you if any changes have occurred on your credit. And then the algorithm kind of continues to work always in the background, determining what next step to take in enhancing your credit.
Does it matter how many dings that they have?
No.
Okay, how about this? How fast can you get the credit off, get the bad things off?
It varies case by case, it really does, but 92% of our customers saw, a 50-point increase within 4 months. And we also, part of our services, we provide the fraud protection and the credit monitoring, so you are getting more than just the credit repair aspect of it.
We'll talk about that in a minute. We've got our lines open here, and everyone is getting, entered into win. We've got 5 people that are going to win 6 months worth of free credit repair. So if it's you or someone that you know, we're going to let you keep on calling. I know we started this late on this, but so we're going to give you the next 10 minutes or so to keep on calling in and get entered into win. It's phenomenal for somebody who could use this, and again, it's free, which is great. The number is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. They want you to go up on the website and check it out. That's all they want you to do, and see what it's all about.
Give us a try. You won't regret it.
DOVLY.com. Okay, so when things get, let's say, fixed, right?
Right.
First, they got to figure out what it is.
Right.
How do you figure that out?
So that's part of what the system does. It pulls up the items that are hurting your credit. So they'll be flagged immediately when you come onto when you enroll in the service. The items are kind of, you can't miss it. It's highlighted in red.
They show very well.
Yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't even have to have them highlighted. Most of you already know what they are anyway, right?
Well, you'd be surprised. Some people just don't know.
Right.
They're not aware.
Well,
so,
like you said, most of the things are on there. Like it could be a medical something
Collection, right.
of something that's silly.
And because we're monitoring your credit, honestly, we're providing enough services where you would normally pay for this. You would normally pay for just the monitoring aspect of what you're getting here.
You also mentioned fraud service. Did you say that you
Protection.
also offer that as well?
Yeah, we do ID protection, fraud protection as part of the service. Correct.
Okay. And is it expensive? You said you kept on saying it's very affordable.
You can enroll in our service for $39.99 a month, which
$39.99 a month.
is about a third of what the cheapest alternative out there is.
And you said that somebody had on Facebook just recently reached out and
today.
said after a month
Yep.
that they were so surprised and so pleased that within a month their credit score was raised 100 points.
Correct. So it's important. You asked how long it takes, right? It varies case by case, and we don't like to set false expectations. Credit repair can be a process, but we see very good results very quickly in our service.
So it's first of its kind. They want you to check it out. It's $39.99 a month to get that service, and it includes many other things, the
fraud protection, credit monitoring,
and everything else. Again, it's Dovly, DOVLY.com. And so you said it doesn't matter how many they have.
Correct.
And each one, when they do it, do they do them one at a time, or
No.
do they try?
They select them all.
Let me get it out. Go ahead.
They select them all, and the algorithm will determine which items to take at any given time.
Okay.
So that's actually a key differentiator. most of the traditional credit repair companies do a shotgun approach. They take all the items, dispute them all, and then they're marked as frivolous by the credit bureaus. We actually dispute fewer items because it's much more effective that way. So that's part of our secret sauce, is we are kind of like a sniper. We go in and we pick the ones that are going to be the most impactful. We go after those first, and then we kind of just keep picking away at it.
And can they do it continually until it's all great?
Yes.
Does it matter how long they use it?
No.
Okay, so we've got our lines open here for everyone to get entered in to win. 5 people are going to get 6 months worth of free credit repair for free. So our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Call in here, whether it's you or someone that you know. And we all know somebody. We all have bad credit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Most of us do.
70% of students ruin their credit within the first year of graduating.
They get that first credit
They just
card.
don't
They
know.
can't wait to get that credit
They
card.
don't know.
And but they want it because they want the credit card because they need the credit card in order to give them the credit, and then it gets them in trouble.
Right. Well, they don't know.
And you don't have to be a student to have that happen. I believe me.
It's true.
So
Very
it's
true.
amazing.
Yeah.
So what would be your final words today?
Just come to Dovely. We can help you. There's no reason to live with bad credit. It's not something to be ashamed of, and we can help you. We want to help you. When we're all about you, we're all about the customer.
Well, here's the other thing, guys. It makes you feel great when you know that your credit score is good, you got money in the bank. Everybody feels great. My dad
Absolutely.
used to say that. Everything is great when there's money in the bank and your credit is great. Again, we've got our lines open here. We're going to let you keep on calling. We've got everyone entered in to win. It's a free credit repair, 6 months worth of free credit repair. 5 people are going to win. 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It's Dovely.com.